everyone, and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition with my game as the Allies, and we're here in May 3, 1943. Ah, see saw some kind of shipping going on over here. Got something going on over here. All right, let's see what we've got to work with over here. All right, can we blast this thing? Okay, now these are just weak YMSs, but minesweepers, but yard minesweepers, basically very short range, but they do have a little ASW ability, and we basically have them, I think, operating out of Chittagong, I'm not sure, but they're really just patrolling this single hex, just uh, just for this very reason. I have no other shipping coming into Ramrey Island. But yeah, just hoping we can nab a sub or something, because he's insistent on us not putting supplies directly into Ramrey Island. And he's tried to stop our shipping into Akyab, but I think we've taken care of that too. And now I have a special destroyer escort just sitting there um, monitoring that hex as well, patrolling Akyab. That way, deter. Maybe it's just a deterrent, but um, all right. So we're coming back here to Tavoy 1 day later. See if we can knock out whatever planes are still here on the ground. We have a lot less P-38s. We had 25. We worked it down to 15. I think we had 15 left to, after all the defenders. This one is a bit different. I'm gonna kind of hammer through this. It's I don't know how it's gonna go, but I mean it's not the most exciting air to air, and it's a lot of aircraft. So we should be able to take care of the Knicks, and there we go. But let's knock this out. All right, so we did not clear the skies. We lost one P-38. He lost 4 Knicks, hopefully some Tojos. Let's continue here. Now our bombers are going to come in and take a beating, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, he's bombing our ground troops here. That's okay, I think. I may have to figure out a way to get fighters there, though. All right, that's a good bombing run. Those are not so good. All right, supply, beating up their supply. I'll take those hits. All right, see, he's got a lot of Tojos and Knicks. We've got 24 bombers on this run, and probably another 24 or 36. Although not every squadron is full, so anyway. And this is even less exciting than the P-38s in action. So I'm going to kind of knock this out here. Okay, so we lost no bombers. We chased away all of their fighters. We swept the sky for ourselves. The B-24s got away, but our Liberator 2s are hopefully not going to take too much damage. We did lose a lot damaged. Not ideal, and we didn't get any aircraft on the ground. I'll be resting my aircraft after this. Okay, we lost at least one Liberator to flak, and we got no damage on the ground. Yeah, this wasn't worth it, but we did shoot down some Nicks. We cleared the skies. We hopefully gave his Air Force a little bit of pain, and hopefully we didn't get a lot of pain in return. All right, so that was much better. Wow, that was a good hit there. A lot of runway hits. That's a good run. All right, I need to see how far along those troops are leaving that hex in China from that last battle, because if they're really close, I'm just going to put them in move mode and just get out of there. Not at all as good of a ratio as yesterday. 13 to 11. um, these things really only work if he's losing pilots. Okay. And his pilots, I think, are all Army. I'm not 100% sure. Let's take a look here. Nicks, a lot of Nicks, and some Tojos, mostly Ops. But if we look here, he lost 8 air-to-air, total of 13. What did we lose? We lost 11, but I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 7 to 13 roughly, probably 12. So we came out ahead there. We did lose a lot of P-38s though. I'm sad about that, but I'll probably go ahead and pull these P-38s. I've accomplished what I really wanted to accomplish at Tavoy. I don't know when he's going to use that base again. I'm getting some more B-24 B-24s. I almost said B-29s. I wish. B-24s in this theater, and when they're all set up, maybe we'll be in a better position anyway. But I I guess I'll take a quick second. I probably already enjoyed rambling a little bit too much. Let's show this first. So we lost about 50% of our pilots, and um, whoops. Yeah. So if you see anything here while I'm looking at destroyed stuff, there you go. What I was gonna say is, I don't know if it's ACYAB. I think I'm gonna use Prom. When the Prom right now is only 8, but certainly we're working on getting it to 9 level 9. We've got a ton of supplies here, so we're just constantly bringing supplies in. But here's what I was gonna say. From Prom, once we get established, well, maybe that's too far. Okay, yeah. Look at this, 16, sorry, this is what I meant, 16, obviously 17 here, but if we do extended range and destroy some of these resources, I will not be sad. Um, but yeah, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna establish Prom as our heavy bomber base. If I can get some supplies up to Mandalay, which looks like we're finally there, I could put them here, and it would be a lot easier. We could get in here regular range. However, the draw with Prom, well, let's check. Um, I could put all of Thailand out of commission, but certainly hit some of these resources in Vietnam. Um, but from Mandalay, I'd only really be able to hit North Indochina, and past that, I like some of these bases here. Um, let's see, Camaran Bay. I could hit that port. I mean, if we were maybe, well, let's check from Prom. Can we hit that port? Probably not. It's just out of reach. We really need to get Pegu or something. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to use this. It just doesn't get supplies. It's a shame, but I don't see it happening. I would love to hit the Bangkok, hit Saigon. Surely he's got cap there in both of those places. Um, let's see, that's not Phnom Penh. This is Kompong Trok. But I don't know where his stuff is because we don't have enough recon, or at least not right now. But I can certainly just bomb any of this stuff. Probably what I'll do is I'll start here, but yeah, I'll probably select Prom. It'll just be just out of our normal range. We can use extended range. I think the B-29D base aircraft um, has 17. Yeah, if we use our Ds, there you go. Use the Ds to hit Haiphong, put those resources out of commission. Actually, it probably would only take a couple of hits. Put those resources out of commission, put these resources out of commission, and then just do a massive air raid over Bangkok, maybe even a night raid. I don't know. But I think Tavoy, he's gonna fix it, but I'm not I'm not gonna mess with that yet anymore. I don't know. Got a lot to do, but and here I am doing exactly what I was worried about, rambling. Just wanted to take a few seconds to talk about that and ended up taking a lot more time. But let's move on to May 4. All right, we're on here on May 4, 1943. See see what we got going on today. Alright, the I-162 is operating over here. I think, I don't remember, it's been a while. It's been a while since we ran a turn. I can't remember if this was the same I-162, if this was the same sub already here. In any case, all we've got there are those YMSs, so um, he can try to fight those. All right, so we don't get hit with that. All right, you see that heavy bomber was seen flying over, or one of his islands there in the Central Pacific. That that's just a B-24 recon version. This is the stage of the war. I don't feel like I have to be flying heavy bombers that carry bombs over doing reconnaissance. All right, we destroyed a gun of one of his guns. We're trying to sneak out of this hex and without getting attacked and destroyed. So I'm trying to beat up his troops to deter against that kind of activity. And we're hitting Pegu. Not doing a lot of damage here. Let's see if our dive bombers do better when they arrive on the scene. That's a good hit. Yeah, here they go. Of course, wow, yeah, we lost at least one. That's the problem of using these. But as long as we're not losing pilots, we can replace those Vengeance ones. Now, yeah, British pilots aren't as plentiful as the American ones, and I don't have as many air squadrons doing training as well. Um, so we prefer prefer not to have any losses there. Yeah, I expected this. Like I said, that's why I've been bombing. Let's go. We held 1 to 2. Um, yeah, that's why I was bombing. But we did take a lot of disabled squads. Um, we need to get out of there. All right, so there you go. And we'll take a few minutes to go around the map. For you, it probably hasn't been too long, but for me, it's been a while since I've done that because actually, frankly, I've been on vacation and haven't recorded in a few days, probably a week by now, and trying to get my own bearings. So I'll be learning something as we talk, possibly, unless some things come back to my memory, and then we'll okay, and then all right. I didn't finish my thought because I didn't really have one. But let's look here. This is the operational report. This will probably um, help me as well as possibly inform you. So we'll look through this. Okay, the sawfish. I think I'm not sure if that's the one that was badly damaged heading back to Pearl, but um, it should be there very soon if it's not already. Nauru gets airfield 3, and Finchhofen is airfield size 4. Maroc size 8. That's nice. That'll free up some aviation support. Bora Bora. This is way far out, but it's gives me a lot of points. Ramry, Airfield 2. Okay. And we are learning something, scroll down here, about this sub. As I say, um, so from time to time, you can never tell about these sub losses. You just cross your fingers and hope it's real. But these are likely refitted ships that are ready to go. Um, and we're learning about the Juko Maru. And let's see. Yeah, we got a small sub chaser there. Okay, let's see our losses here. 5 total to 3. Okay. 111, Tojo, Sally. Okay. And for us, of course, we're losing these transport planes. Just ridiculous. F4. I kind of looked up the losses of C-47s flying over the hump, and I think we're losing them at a higher rate. And I have 30% resting at all times. Maybe I need more than that, but yeah, that's problematic. Um, yeah, C-33 too. We can't replace those. I'm not I'll probably be upgrading those as soon as possible when we get the C-46s in higher numbers. And then yeah, we lost the Vengeance 1. Only one, not two like well, more than one I was also concerned about. We did lose 1 pilot and 2 wounded. Okay, last turn. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything here. I don't think we have had any action in a long time. Okay. Um, let's see, nothing really going on there. Let's go to central this area, and I'm still reinforcing Kusai because I want to get this. We got a lot of engineers here. I want to get this built up and slowly but surely happening. I want to get it to at least 5 here airfield so I can get some heavies in here, start bombing truck even. I think we decided we can bomb truck from here. Now it's gonna have to be night raids, which means we might lose a lot of ops. Um, it's not only night, but it's extended, so combined, it's just gonna be probably bad for our pilots. Although if we can knock out some aircraft, that would be excellent. And then, okay, this area, we're not ready to pull off the invasion yet. Like I said, it's possible it'll be early June when we hit these three bases. And again, not anything worth talking about. We've hit these air bases here. You can take a look at the damages to them. Our air raids from Darwin did not go, but I might have them sitting. Nope, I don't have them sitting. They're all on airfield, but they didn't go. Um, just trying to suppress these three airfields, and um, Dilly will be our first target because I don't want to go stretch my neck this far out. He could have air units, Ternay or Kandari, places like that that can hammer us. Speaking of Kandari, can we reach there? Yeah, I could even do a long range, extended range attack on Kandari. Maybe I will look at that sometime soon. But whenever I'm ready to pull the trigger on this operation, I will also pull the trigger on Dealey because I kind of want to hit all four at the same time. Um, Force him to choose which ones he's gonna react to, if indeed he decides to react. So far, he hasn't been that reactive. And then up here in Burma, we hit Pegu. I'll just show you here: 86, 75. Um, got a I got a slippery mouse here. 98 and 93. So we'll probably hit Pegu again. Just keep damaging the lowest damaged one. And otherwise, we're just trying to make sure we're in positions to counter what he's doing. Now he's coming here. We're also reinforcing. Uh, this will be a brigade plus a small battalion, a depleted battalion against whatever he's got here. Which means he's probably now it's times three terrain. We've got fighters. Well, I can put fighters here if I need to. Actually, I could probably reach from here if we need to cap it so that he doesn't bomb us and deplete us there. Um, all right, so in China, he did attack us here. We're not able to get out of that hex. We're just moving too slowly for my taste. So, um, let's see. I might flip this guy to move mode next turn because he'll slide out um, with he'll slide out with I think I don't know. Anyway, he'll get out of there safely enough. Hopefully, he damaged his own troops enough to not attack again. But we'll keep bombing. He doesn't have fighters up here. We'll keep bombing. And we've got him trapped here. I don't see he could be moving, but I don't see him moving. Um, I think he's going to have supply issues soon. And I think attacking up here is going to mess with his supplies as well. We do have one of our units here is going to run up here to reinforce this. And actually, I can probably flip this to move mode at this point. So he's going to move and he's going to try to run up here and help support here because if he comes up this way, it's going to be easier for him to kick us out. I do need to get more troops in these three hexes. And so I'm working on that. I've got stuff coming somewhere. Um, yeah, right here. So yeah, we're trying to let's see. Actually, this is moving right here because he's got a pretty sizable force in this hex. Um, and we do not have a lot ourselves. These guys are recovering, but just not as much as I would really like. Okay. Looking in the south, we are running around in the rear here. He still hasn't, if he spotted us, he's ignoring us. I'd like to man this if I can. He may, if I may just man right here because if I go here, he may spot me. So I may just go here. So we'll block these two roads, which is fine for him because he's probably got stuff on this rail. And so what I'll do is I'll block this road, and then march up here and take this road. So we'll have these three routes blocked for supplies, which means I'll have to go off road and go around, which will slow it down. Um, so yeah, I think so that'll be a temporary fix, and then I've got more. I've got this cavalry corps coming, and we'll try to block other routes as well, and just try to hamper his rear activities, guerrilla warfare. And if we can, right now, this is a lot of troops here, a lot of troops. And so for him to get supplies for all these troops via these roads is going to be very challenging. Um, all right, so I think that's gonna about do it. We're trying to repair these aircraft and get them back to base, which I can do now, but recover and come back again and try to wreak havoc where we can. But thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys next time when we talk about May 5 and hopefully get back on track, a better speed. Um, take care, everyone. Bye.